So here we are with our new Nargilem Side Storm bowl. It's definitely a very large bowl compared to my Vortex. So it's about that. A little bit bigger diameter. It's definitely deeper. It goes about to a little bit past my first knuckle on my index finger. The holes are not on the bottom of the bowl. They're very probably quarter of an inch to half an inch up. And they could be higher, I think. But there's definitely a deep cavern down at the bottom where shisha can go and sit. So here we are. We're going to pack a bowl with Fantasia $1 Million flavor. Let's see if we can get that around. Really good flavor shisha. Can't really describe what the flavor is. Still haven't figured it out. Everyone that smokes it with me loves it. Still can't figure out the flavor though. So we're going to mix it up, get it nice and juicy. From what I've heard with this bowl, you can pack about 40 G's in it. Or you could pack 5. We're probably going to pack it all the way to the top. We're going to fluff it in there nice and even. Try to get it somewhat fluffy. Still keep it somewhat packed so we can get a good bit in there. And I read some reviews on hookah shisha, and they definitely say that the 3 reviews say that this bowl is awesome. They compare it higher than a Vortex bowl, and one guy even said that it works better than a funnel, which I was a little taken aback by because funnels are awesome. Just their words. Haven't really tried this bowl out as it just came in today. And it's probably a good thing my alien funnel broke because I wouldn't want to try this if I had my alien funnel. We get a nice even top. It's definitely a lot of shisha in there. Definitely a lot. Definitely more than you would not want to smoke all of this by yourself. It'd just be a waste. But then again, the hookah shisha product review online says that you can put about 5 grams in there and be fine. I don't know how that would work too well. This is a very deep bowl. 5 grams. I don't know. I don't think the coals would really heat that up enough. Then again, they might. Just gonna get this below the rim. It's got a good suction there, so just wipe this off. Here we are, just using regular aluminum foil. Nice little sheet going. Shiny side down, like usual. Most of you should already know that. And again, look how big this bowl is. Like, my fingers don't even fit around it. Very large surface area. 3 cocoa naras are going to be perfect. I mean, you're not going to have to set them off the edge, I don't think. I personally have to use quick lights, which suck. Much rather use naturals, but that's what happens when you live in a college dorm. Anyway, so we got a nice tight drum there. I think we're just going to do a normal kind of spiral shape. A little bit bigger. A couple of those are kind of big, I don't know. Shouldn't be too bad though. Now I'm just filling in the spaces. It's really all you need to do. With any bowl, for that matter. It doesn't really matter the whole pattern. As long as you get enough holes in there that aren't too big or too small that you can still get nice airflow and try to minimize the amount of ash that hits the shisha inside. So it looks pretty good. So we're back, we're outside. It's about 47 degrees, a little windy. It's gonna suck with smoke wise, but it's not as cold as it's been. It's usually about 30 degrees. Out here with the 34-inch Namor Pharaoh. Trying out these new Coco Nara tips. They seem pretty nice. I like the way they feel. So here's how the bowl smokes. It smokes nice. First impressions, you get a lot of good smoke. I mean, I almost think you almost get as much smoke out of my alien funnel did. I don't know how long it's gonna last. This is within the first 5 minutes of smoking. We've got two 33 mil 3 Kings quick lights over there. See, they're ashed over. My first impressions though are definitely like it. The flavor is definitely there. It definitely has good flavor. I mean, it is the first 5 minutes, but it does have good flavor over a traditional bowl. So I guess we'll have to wait and see on how it plays out in the next hour and a half. So I'm back. It's been about 5 minutes since we first started, and we threw in another coal to see how it would do, if it would heat manage better. One thing I do want to point out while you got the camera there, check out the base. I mean, all right, so you saw that the base is red, and the shisha that we're using has a very red color to it from the start. And I do notice that the base is red as well, so obviously that means that juice is leaking through, unlike what they say, although we did point out a lot more, there's a lot more shisha in there than a normal bowl would be. But I don't think it holds the juice in as well as a funnel does, or even a vortex. But here's how 3 coals smoke. So it's about the same as having 2 coals on. When you have 3 coals, you really have to be more careful. They have to be out more towards the rim, otherwise it will get harsh. So I think you're pretty good with 2 33 millimeter quick lights or 3 Coco Naras. So we'll come back in about an hour. All right, guys. So we're back. Shit, I don't remember what time it is. Let me open my laptop.
It's like 9:20.
So we're going on the hour and a half mark now. Probably 6 coals. Started raining, so we had to move over here. My thoughts on this bowl last a while. One thing I do note is that as your session goes on, it's much easier for the smoke to get harsh when especially as you add coals, like new coals. You have to be really careful because it'll get harsh quickly. So definitely, like, you can start out a bowl with 3 coals. Probably 45 minutes in, though, you're going to want to switch and just drop to 2. Even if that, I was using 2.5 and it was working fine. Smoke-wise, the flavor's there. I think the base turning red because of the shisha probably helps. The flavor stays in the base, and then the smoke gathers more flavor from the base. Cloud-wise, I would put this in the following order. So least to most, a normal bowl, holes in the bottom, whatever. This bowl, the Storm Bowl, and then a vortex, and then pretty much any funnel. I personally prefer an alien funnel, sometimes a Pico if I've got one. But funnels definitely get insane clouds. But here we go. Here's how it smokes an hour and a half in. So cloud-wise, it's all right. Taste is still there, surprisingly. It does still taste. You can still taste it. It's not as strong as it starts. But overall, it's a pretty good bowl. We're using all the way. Like, it's a full bowl. They say you can pack 5 grams in it, or 40, whatever you prefer. So we're gonna go upstairs, and I will show you what it looks like after a session. We're back. Bowl is finished, obviously. So we're going to take off the foil and see how she looks inside. So as you can see, nice top layer. It's definitely cooked through. I mean, pretty good. Take off a little bit here. So it's all cooked. So I'd say right to where the holes start, you start seeing shisha not cooked. And then at the very bottom, that shisha's still really moist. But all in all, for an hour and a half, you can see the chars where it definitely cooked more. All in all, though, that bowl probably could have lasted for at least another 45 minutes, if not longer. So duration-wise, I think a full bowl of the Storm Bowl lasts quite a while, 2.5 hours maybe 3 if you're lucky. I was impressed as how well it did for being, not a funnel or a vortex. It smoked really nice. The flavor was there the entire time. If we get a shot here. Oops, don't want that down. We get a shot with the hookah. You can see how the grommet's got juice in it, and the base is all red from the juice as well. So like I said before, I think the juice flowing down into the base kind of helps the flavor last longer. This would not be the first bowl I grab, but it's definitely a good bowl if you want to pack a lot of shisha and want a 3.5 hour session maybe. Probably could dense pack it with Nakla and maybe some other brands. I wouldn't do Tangiers in it just because it's not a funnel. But other than that, it smoked real nice. I'd place it behind a Vortex bowl as far as smoke goes, like I said before. And look forward to next week sometime, maybe Friday or this weekend, when I review the bowl, different levels of shisha. Probably do one where the shisha goes either to right above the holes or right below the holes. Maybe both. So yeah, stay tuned.